So if you're here for the energy reset, 5 minutes to shift from drain to drive, you're in the right course. We know that many of us have felt the drain, the days where you push harder but feel emptier. I've been there. I'm sure you've been there. Hey, you might be there right now. And while I was building Empower People, there were moments that I ran on caffeine, stress, and sheer willpower. But no matter how hard I worked, I wasn't gaining traction. That's when I realized something powerful. Energy doesn't come from grind. It comes from alignment. And when I talk about alignment, I'm talking about purpose alignment. So today I'm going to teach you a ritual that you can do in 5 minutes that's going to flip your energy from drained to driven. So what we always do at Empower People is we start off every event with our Empower People oath. So if everyone could repeat after me, I, Tiffany Joy Greene, do solemnly swear to accept the lifelong obligation to hone my superhero powers and apply those superhero powers to the good of the people I serve. I will promote and add to the ongoing success of Empower People, its members, and the people, organizations, and communities it serves. I will help prepare the next generation of superheroes. I'm driven to be a positive change agent for those I serve and interact with. And as we always do, I like to do the superhero pose at the end of the oath. So you put your hands on your hips, shoulders back, look up to the sky. This is literally superhero pose. And when you do it, you're going to feel empowered and that you can conquer anything. Feel free to take that dose anytime you need it. No disclaimer required. Well, unless you try to do it on a balancing act, which I would say, no, please don't do that. Okay. So here's what you're going to walk with today. You'll spot your energy leaks. You'll practice a 5-minute reset you can use anytime. You're going to learn to reframe everyday work, turning drudgery into mission fuel. And this is going to work for if you're a business owner, nonprofit leader, chamber executive, advisor, no matter what your title is, employees, this is going to work for you. So let's talk about the myth of the hustle. We've been all sold the idea that if you grind harder, you're going to make it. But the hustle is cheap fuel. It spikes and then it crashes. So when I was overworking, my creativity died. And my team, my family, friends all felt my exhaustion. And what happened was my purpose dimmed. But purpose-powered energy doesn't come from caffeine, even though I do drink it readily, adrenaline, or 18-hour days. It comes from alignment. So when your why and your what are synced, you create energy instead of leaking it. So this is the 5-minute reset ritual. So I'm going to actually do it and you can follow along. And then at the end, after I turn off the recording, you guys can do it and then you can share, ask questions, and we'll go from there. So here's the 5-minute reset ritual. So the first step is breathe. Okay. And that means you've probably done this before. Other people have probably told you this before, but you breathe in for 4 seconds, hold for 4 seconds, and always say, and I've heard this exercise being instructed before. And if you can't hold for 4, don't pass out. Just do the best you can and out 4. Okay. I say this because I have asthma, so sometimes it can be challenging. So breathe in for 4. So I breathe in for 4, I held for 4, and out for 4. And then literally I just feel so much more relaxed after just doing that. Okay. So then the second step is to recall your 7-word purpose statement. So Susie's in another program in Empower People. So I know for a fact she has her purpose statement. Right, Susie? You can shake your head. That's right. And so the purpose statement is you want to get it as succinct as possible, and it's to verb. Everything in italics you see on the screen is the word you want to replace. So to verb audience, so for whom, so they can, what is the impact result? So mine is to empower leaders so that they can drive positive social impact. So I'm going to say it. And fun fact about psychology is if you don't say it, your brain doesn't pick it up and won't hold you accountable to it. So writing is great. Writing the to-do list is great, but you got to verbalize it because it's like talking to yourself, and then you'll start holding yourself accountable to it. So again, I'm going to say it one more time. My purpose is to empower leaders so they can drive positive social impact. Okay, so then the third step, okay, is reframing. This is when you turn a dreaded task into mission fuel. So for some people, tasks that you might dread are checking emails, meetings, reports. For me, I don't really care for budget updating. Not my favorite task. So how do I feel purposeful and inspired to do budget updating when I don't like it? Like it's not fun for me. So I have to reframe it to motivate me to do it. And what's going to motivate me is my purpose to do it, right? So I have to say, well, if I know what I have and what I need financially, I can fuel my purpose forward. Now I can do it. Okay, now I know my why. Why do I have to update my budget? I have to reframe it. So I have to think about if I know what I have and what I need financially, I can then propel my purpose forward. See what it does in the mind? Instead of putting it like I now know its importance and how it actually relates back to my purpose. And then the fourth step for the reset ritual is to act. So what is the one micro step that is aligned with your purpose? So if you hate checking email or replying, send one email. Open at least one doc. Make the one call if you're in sales business development. For me, so if I'm not a big fan of updating my budget, I'm going to commit to, at least I'm going to update and review one budget line item today. So that's not like, so I'm not going to sit at the whole budget looking at my entire budget and going, oh gosh, I got to do the whole thing. So it's one small micro step I can do today is look at the one line item in my budget and say, I'm going to look at one line item today. And then I can say, you know what, I'm going to continue to do that each day. So every single day, I'm going to take one line item out of my budget and I'm going to review that. So that's it. It's 5 minutes from drain to drive. It shifts your energy and your outlook immediately. It takes 5 minutes. So I'm actually we're going to do this as a guided practice for those people who are going to watch this later on. You're going to want to do this yourself. You're going to want to remember to breathe, recall your purpose, reframe one task, and take one small action. If you're saying what would qualify as a small action, I like to say if it takes longer than 2 minutes, it's too much. If it takes longer than 2 minutes, it's too much. It should be 2 minutes or less. Because once you get the taste of the win, you're like, I'm empowered, I can do more. But if you're like I said, so if I can check that one line item in my budget and I do it, I'm like, tomorrow's not gonna be so bad. I can do another line item tomorrow. But if I go, oh, I gotta do the whole month, right? So the people who've joined for live, we're gonna go through the exercise together. Remember, those who are watching the recorded version, energy is found in alignment, not grind. Keep your fire lit. Join Momentum Mondays. You can join now by clicking on the link or plugging it into your URL right now. And you can also unlock Moxie Guide, your purpose report. I built a chat GPT guide that'll help you uncover your purpose. Thank you. And now, for those who are watching the recording, thank you for participating.